Did you know 82% of employers are using virtual interviews now? That's almost every company out there. And guess what? 93% of them plan to keep using them. So if you think just turning on your webcam is enough, think again.
Today, we're diving deep into what it really takes to master virtual interviews. From controlling your space to mastering virtual body language, these aren't just tips, they're strategies that'll help you shine even when you're not face-to-face.
Tip 1. Control your space. Unlike in-person interviews, you control what they see. So set up a professional, distraction-free environment. Keep it simple, clean background, good lighting, but also intentional. No clutter, no distractions.
Add a touch that subtly reinforces your professional story. A framed diploma, maybe a relevant book or piece of art. It's not just about avoiding distractions, it's about shaping perception. Think about it. What does a chaotic backdrop say about you? What if there's laundry or a pile of dishes in the frame? You're telling the interviewer more than you realize.
But don't go overboard. No need to turn your living room into a monastery. Keep it clean, focused, and professional. Treat it like your personal stage, because it is.
Tip 2. Master digital body language. On a tiny screen, your presence can shrink. So, use gestures purposefully. Sit up straight and lean in slightly when making key points. Think of it as translating in-person energy into the digital space.
Leaning in shows interest and focus. But don't go too far, or you'll end up invading the camera's personal space.
And make eye contact by looking directly at your camera, not the screen. It'll feel strange, but it's the virtual equivalent of maintaining eye contact in person. It builds connection and shows confidence.
And one more thing, use your hands to gesture, but keep them within the frame. Wild, erratic movements can be distracting on screen. Keep your movements subtle, controlled, and purposeful. Tip 3. Create a strategic cheat sheet. No, not a script, just a single page with your key talking points, impressive company facts, and answers to tough questions.
Position it just off screen so it's easy to glance at, but only when needed. You want it to support your answers, not dictate them.
And here's the pro move. Sprinkle in a few pieces of well-researched company intel. Say something like, I saw you recently launched X project. I'd love to contribute to Y part of it.
Bringing in specifics shows you're not just prepared, you're invested. And here's where most candidates miss the mark. They come across like they're reading a list. You want it to sound natural, like these details are woven into your understanding.
Let's talk about Michael, a product manager who is prepping for a high-stakes virtual interview with a tech company. He knew his stuff, but he also knew the competition would be fierce.
So Michael created a one-pager with a few key points, his top skills, and more importantly, specific details about the company's recent projects. He spent time digging through the press releases, social media posts, and even customer reviews to get a full picture.
When he was asked about how he'd tackle a complex launch, he didn't just stick to textbook answers. He brought up a recent product rollout the company had struggled with. Here's what Michael said. I noticed your recent launch of Project X faced some delays. I think expanding its market reach could be a game changer, but I'd recommend tweaking the timeline to account for Y factors. I'd love to bring my experience in Z to help streamline that process.
That one line turned him from just another candidate into someone who understood their challenges and had actionable ideas to offer.
And here's the best part. He wasn't making it up on the spot. That cheat sheet wasn't a crutch, it was a tool. He'd prepped it in advance, so when the moment came, he could use it to turn a good answer into a great one. So whether it's setting up your space, using digital body language, or making a cheat sheet, remember, it's the little things that can make a big difference in a virtual setting.
Got a virtual interview story? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear how you handled it. Okay, before you head out, there are even more great tips waiting for you. So go ahead and click here for the next video. You're just one step away from leveling up your game. We'll see you in the next one.